Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Alex Rodriguez. I'm a licensed physical therapist assistant in the state of Connecticut, and I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist. I just made a new program for myself. I've been a little bit out of it for the past few months. We've been in the middle of a big move, and we're finally in. We're finally in, which is great. But essentially, this is one of my first real sessions back, especially in my own garage gym. But also, basically what I'm doing in this video, again, I'm taking you through my workout, but I'm also doing it on my coaching app, Hevy. Now, this is typically what I use to coach everybody that I do. So I cover how to use the app. I cover some of the features on it, how it keeps a history of all your workouts. Everything you do gets sent to me when you finish it. So just a couple of bits in there sprinkled in, but some other tidbits as well. So check the video out, leave some comments in there, and subscribe for more if you want to see more of that. I've never done this before. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, that's it. Enjoy. So I just recorded like the first 4 sets of what I'm doing, and it actually didn't work. So that's cool. But anyways, I'm on my last set of pogos. I'm recording everything here. A little annoyed that none of it saved, but we're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna do this last set and then I'll explain a little bit of what I'm doing on the other phone here. I lost count. I think I did more than 20. So I'm gonna log that, but I'm gonna start this over. Reason I'm doing higher volume is just so I can increase the work capacity. Right, just like working out, lifting weights. If you're always doing high intensity work all the time, you're just gonna burn yourself out. All right, so let's get back to this. So this is the Hevy app. I'll put the thing on the screen over here. I'll put the screen recording on. So this is the Hevy app. This is what I use for all my programming. You see here, typically it only comes with the home, workout, and profile buttons. You got your own profile. It's got a cool social media aspect to it, but I'll get into that a little later. When you have me as a coach, when you have anybody as a coach here on Hevy, you have the coaching tab. This is where your program gets sent. So show your coach up top. You're able to message them whenever you need. You're able to message me whenever you need. Anyways, I'm doing day 2 here. I started with the pogos. RPE 6. I'm not going crazy. I'm not trying to burn myself out. Again, I'm just trying to get the work in. Just building the work capacity. Single leg Hatfield squat. I got the landmine Atlantis press, got cable flies, and then cable curls. So pretty easy day. And when you are done with the set, you can go ahead and tap this button here. It'll start that countdown. I pre-program that rest in as well. Make sure you're taking that rest. If you're not taking the full rest, or if you don't think you need to take the full rest, then you're probably not working as hard as you think you are. In the case of this, again, RPE 6, I know I'm not working that hard. For those high volume pogos, I'm typically looking just to, again, just keep that work consistent the whole time. If my velocity changes over time from rep 1 to rep 20 in this case, then I'm working too hard. I don't want that. So we're gonna get into Hatfield squats. Oh, this is a pain to get off the wall. Little step back, going into a lunge. I'm doing sets of 8. I'm gonna do a warm-up set, like 5 or 6 on each leg. So let's say I do a warm-up set and it's not in there. You can add a set, turn that top set into a warm-up. 45, 5, hit the timer. It's just a warm-up set. I'm not gonna take the full 3 minutes. Just trying to get things warmed up as a warm-up set. Go figure. These are my favorite clips here. They're magnetic. When you take them off, you just put them right on the rack. I love it. I never lose them. I lose them sometimes. We'll give it like another 30 seconds. Actually, what we'll do here, we're gonna subtract some time. There we go, 34 seconds now. We'll wait 34 seconds and do the rest. I have a couple different barbells here, which I think I'll dive into a little more in the future on like, well, really what they're for and why they're different. Like this is my powerlifting bar. Looking at it through a camera, you can't see from that far. This is my weightlifting bar, and this is just kind of an all-purpose bar. They're all different sizes. The knurling's a little more aggressive, or it's most aggressive on this one, but again, I'll get into that later. All right, that one will take the full 3 minutes. And again, I already goofed here, so 135. We'll add a set, and same thing, turn that into a warm-up. And it just carries on the rest. It's gonna go up to 185. I think that'll be my working set for this week. These are Makolo D handles. They're cheap, but cheap equipment works. Another one that I use a lot is this deadlift jack by Rit Fit. I think it was like 25 bucks. Sometimes there was no reason to go super expensive on equipment like that. If it's not going to be absolutely protecting your life, just get the cheap stuff. Now that I'm thinking, I only did these for 6 last time at 185. So I might have to back down on the weight after I see how this is. Yeah, I'll stick with 5. And we'll dial it back to like 155 maybe after this. Yeah, we're gonna go back to I goofed. That's a good thing here too. Again, next week when I go into it, I'll remember that 185 was a little too much. And for that, I will take the full 3 minutes. Full rest breaks have begun. Next break, I'm gonna go make myself some Gatorade and get my inhaler. So why am I doing single leg Hatfield squats? Frankly, the honest answer, I've never done Hatfield squats. And I don't really want to do regular squats right now. There we go. And we'll get a drink. I got a minute left. So my left leg is definitely still weaker than my right. It's been like that for a long time. Actually, I had a knee surgery 3 years ago now. It was a weird one, man. I had, if anybody knows what Osgood-Schlatter is, pretty much think of that big bump on your knee when you're a really active kid. Your activity level dictates how your bones form, essentially. So the more that patellar tendon pulls on the tibia or your shin bone, it will extend this little piece here. Yeah, tibial tubercle. And I fractured that. I think that was 8. I might be wrong, honestly, but I'm not going back now. 7's good. Fuck. That left leg is so much weaker. I really like doing legs, but it's always rough coming back to it. Like I said, it's magnetic. It doesn't work if you don't put it where it needs to be. This is not gonna go back on the rack over there. It's gonna go over here for now. Now we'll get my all-purpose bar. This is my son's swing. He swings on it on the rack. It's the best. And frankly, I'll probably superset, just for the sake of time, the press and the cable flies. Shit. What did I do last time for this? 35 for 8. Just do this as a warm-up because 35 was pretty easy last time. Why landmine press? Because I don't use my landmine attachment enough. Bigger lifts, warm-up sets are more important. And obviously, let's say this. If the 45 still feels as easy as that, then I'll count that 35 as a warm-up set. add another few pounds, and then go from there. Flies. I don't even remember what I did last time here. Check that. I didn't add it. I didn't have that exercise in last time, so it's possible. Yeah, so 10 is the last one that I did. This cable stack is like, little weight feels like a lot of weight on this fucking thing. So if you ever feel like you want to add things to a superset, you got this little 3 dots up on the top of any exercise, and you can just add it to a superset. It's the Titan landmine, so we'll count that. That still felt all right. Now, let's roll this a bit out of the way. I didn't plan on this being a superset, so it's gonna look weird for a second, because it's gonna do the full 2 minutes again. Subtract 30 seconds. There. Now we'll add 5 more. I don't typically like landmine work, just because I don't like setting things up. But I always try to make it an effort. Anytime I'm trying a new exercise, or anytime I want a client to try a new exercise, I have to do it first. I'm delaying this. Is that lower? Yeah, that's why that felt weird. All right, now it looks good. I put new lights in here. Looks good, except that one. That one's not parallel to the wall, and it really bothers me. Not that anybody else looks up when they're in here, but I see it. When you're a homeowner, or shit, even if you do any project, nobody ever sees your little mistakes except for you. I think I mentioned it earlier. I got 20 seconds, not much time. But it's got that social media aspect to it. So everybody you follow, or anybody you're friends with, you can always add them to here, and you can just check out their workouts. Like this guy, Pup Lorkin. Boom, open that bad boy back up. Last set. I follow one dude on there who's like, like an actual furry. It could probably be fun. I feel like there could be some fun times in that suit. Incredible. Always a big proponent. A little bit of cheating on the end of your set is totally fine. That's what I'm gonna do. And cable curl. Finishing off with that. Reason it says Titan cable curl. Another cool thing about this app is it's got its whole library of exercises that are just pre-programmed in. It's not letting me work right now. Let us do this. That's my son, he's the best. In case you were wondering. All right, let's do this, let's do this. Exercise. Again, it's got its full, oh, these are all exercises that I've made, which will get me into the next part. So it's got the library of everything in here. That's just pre-programmed in. It's got a little video on there most of the time. But anytime I make an exercise, one that I know I have a video on. Lateral Hydens. All right, cable curl. Let's finish. Let's get out of here. So let's see, I'm thinking 25 will be good here. What am I going for? 12, with the shortest rest break after that. That's fine. Again, I started slowing down by like rep 10, which isn't like the ideal RPE. I'd like a little more, but this is good. I think it's just my screen, dude. My screen's not working here. This is my old phone. There we go. Maybe my hands are too dirty. Subtract 15 seconds on there. Then I gotta go jump right into a call after this. Just checking in with a client. We'll be done right on time. I'm not picking this bar up right now. That's a problem for tomorrow, Alex. Alright, let's get set up here. I got last set anyways. I'm not gonna record this call, but I will. I will do this more. I'll record more workouts, just talk, answer some questions, go from there. But at least for now, I wanted to just give a kind of a breakdown of what I'm doing right now, and also a little bit of how the app works. Because people, again, they don't use it often. Let's get this guy's program open, see how he's been doing. This is his last week on this block, so we're just doing a kind of an end of the month check-in, see how he's doing. This is my 4th month with him. Or it's gonna be my 5th month, my 5 month. All right, let's get this done. Alrighty, my dudes. That was a session. It's 9 o'clock. I gotta call this guy. Thank you for watching. If you checked out the whole thing, if you're still here, leave some questions, comments. Let me know what you want answered, and we'll get to it.